is good, everybody? My Paper Moon fam. It's your boy, PaperSIn, back with another reaction video. This one is called The Horrifying Dangers of ChatGPT. Now, we already watched that video before about, people who are doing human trafficking using ChatGPT or using ChatGPT to like lure in victims and things. And I've seen videos about people using ChatGPT or just AI voice generated things to try to contact parents and say that they have their kids, like as if they faking a kidnapping. Their kids could be home or at school, and the parent or the parent won't know that because they're not with their kid. But the person is like, yeah, I've got your kid. You guys send this money to this location. Blah 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 blah. So there's two dangers right there. Let's see what else is in store. The video is by the Visual Venture YouTube channel. So as always, link to the video and link to the description will both be link to the video and link to the channel will both be in the description below. So be sure to check them out. Let's get it. And don't forget to do those three things I like to ask you to do: like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell for more videos. Yeah.
In this video, you'll see why our future looks terrifying. There's a war going on, and I'm not talking about a war between countries. I'm talking about massive companies competing to create the most powerful artificial intelligence. To give you an idea of its power, artificial intelligence, or AI, can answer any questions you can think of. All you have to do is type out one simple sentence. Right now, there's one AI that's much more powerful than the rest. OpenAI's ChatGPT. ChatGPT is the fastest growing app in history. This AI chatbot gained 100 million users in just 2 months. The thing that sets ChatGPT apart is that it doesn't just give you answers like Google does. It can do anything from solving complex math problems to giving life advice.
All right, well, so, low-key wish this was out when I was a kid in high school. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, write my English paper. Solve this chemistry equation for me. I'm just saying. I'm just, okay. Write me a poem that's on par with, I just lost the name of a poet. Of one of the top poets out there. Boom. I think there's also things that equipment or software that people can use to trace whether or not someone was made by ChatGPT. Don't quote me on that though.
And that's because AI learns directly from me and you. Everything you type out, every question you ask, AI learns from it. But there's a downside. When AI is powerful enough to solve our problems, it could also be used for evil. And as you'll see in this video, some problems are just too scary to ignore. We're being used as guinea pigs. This is the story of a man who used AI to push his experiment too far. This is Rob Morris. Rob had a background in psychology and decided to further his education at MIT. But things didn't turn out the way he expected. He studied media arts and sciences, but a lot of his classes needed him to understand coding, something that Rob had no idea how to do. Because of this, he failed many of his courses, all while battling depression. To make up for his inability to code, Rob turned to Stack Overflow, which is an online forum where programmers ask other programmers to help fix their code. Here, Rob received help without paying a single cent. At this moment, Rob thought to himself, what if there's a similar website where users could ask questions and receive answers from like-minded people, but for mental health? This was the idea that gave birth to Coco, a mental health app that Rob co-founded. Coco allowed users to ask and give mental health advice to each other anonymously. Coco partnered with big social media platforms like TikTok, helping young people who are also battling mental health conditions. As someone who's always been interested in AI, Rob decided to expand Coco's service and introduce CocoBot. CocoBot is an AI bot that connects one Coco user to another and even alerts the Coco team if a user is thinking about taking their own life. The community loved what Coco contributed until Rob made an announcement that shocked everyone.
First, that's great. Like, if it alerted other people, like, hey, this person is considering, self-deletion. you know, anybody who's close to them, hopefully they also have Coco. They can step in, and be like, hey, what's going on? What are you going through? You know, if you want to talk, I'm here for you. Personally, I don't condone self-deletion. So I try to be around for people who are considering it or are depressed like that. But at the same time, it can be draining. But so it's a double-edged sword. You know, you want to help, but you don't want to get too drained and like just not want to try anything. You know, but people should still try to help others, obviously.
January of 2023, Rob revealed that he'd been using GPT-3, the software behind ChatGPT, for CocoBot. CocoBot was responding to people, but some responses were not crafted by humans, but by AI. Rob even recorded a video of himself showing how it works. When a user receives a message looking for help, they can either write a response themselves or let CocoBot respond. If they let CocoBot respond, GPT-3 will produce a response that sounds like it came from a human. According to Rob, the bot is a co-pilot, and the responding user providing the help can decide whether to edit CocoBot's response or send it as is. Over 30,000 messages and 4,000 people received these AI-crafted responses.
I mean, that's technically that's not bad. You know what I'm saying? That's still a decent thing. I mean, it's not gonna have that. It is kind of a cheat. You know, let's get it right. It is kind of a cheat, but it's not gonna have that heartwarming human touch behind it. It'll have one that similarly looks like it, but at least the bot was helping. You know what I'm saying? Because I saw videos where the Replica AI app, it's where it gets its information from is from a more corrupted version. So like it can go to dark places. It can tell you, it can encourage you to do it. To self-delete, you know what I'm saying? So at least CocoBot was kind of trying to help others, you know?
When users found out that the messages they received were co-created by a machine, they were furious. And it comes as no surprise, Rob removed GPT-3 from CocoBot.
I mean, I guess they would be serious, because then it's like, yeah, you find out that you're not actually talking to a real human who is like, you know, sympathizing with you. You're just talking to a robot that was giving you sweet words.
See, the biggest problem with using GPT-3 for CocoBot wasn't the messages it produced. It was the fact that there wasn't consent. None of the users knew that an AI bot was giving them mental health advice. And if they did, they probably wouldn't take it. The introduction in Coco's Discord server stated that Coco connects you with real people. So when the internet learned that Rob was using his users as guinea pigs for his experiment, they were mad. I'm sure Rob's intentions were not harmful, but for a lot of people, this felt unethical and wrong. But despite user concern, Coco isn't facing any legal trouble from this incident. In fact, Coco is just one of the many companies trying to combine OpenAI's technology with their own services. But regulations around AI are still far behind, and companies that use ChatGPT may end up hurting their users without facing consequences.
So I wonder if the users knew ahead of time that the you know, or they had an option to get mental health advice from the Coco, the actual AI bot, versus other humans. Like, how many people would have obviously the majority of people would probably ask for just the human advice, but I'm sure there would have been some that were okay with asking for the AI's advice and trying to you know, better themselves, better their lives, and stray away from the thought of self-deletion, you know? But the thing, it's difficult, because it's like, I get why they would be pissed, but at least the bot was trying to help in a way. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You feel me, right? Right.
And it doesn't stop there. As you'll see in this next chapter, many people use ChatGPT to scam and even hack people like me and you. The cyber criminals of ChatGPT.
I think
what are the limits of ChatGPT? If it can give convincing mental health advice to unsuspecting users, what can't it do? Some users decided to test ChatGPT's limits even further. ChatGPT can answer any question, so what if you ask it how to get rich? If you search "make money with ChatGPT" on YouTube, countless tutorials appear. Catchy titles promising hundreds and thousands of dollars in profit. One of these creators is Andre Jick, a finance YouTuber with over 2 million subscribers.
Nice.
In his video,
Congrats.
How to Use ChatGPT to Become a Millionaire, Andre shows his audience how to do it.
All right, so now let's ask ChatGPT to give us a list of specific stock recommendations.
But are these methods really effective?
Does that
YouTuber Scott Schaefer exposed the truth behind Andre's video.
Here we go.
ChatGPT is not connected to the internet. It was given all the data from Google up until 2021 when it stopped its learning process. Using outdated stock information from the past bull market is incredibly stupid, and Andre and the rest of the creators pimping this service claiming it will make you rich should know this.
On March 24th, 2023, OpenAI gave ChatGPT access to the internet, but it's still no better than searching for stock recommendations on Google. A lot of these financial content creators are using the hype around ChatGPT to gain hundreds of thousands of views. These content creators know that because ChatGPT blew up so quickly, people want to learn about it. ChatGPT first launched on November 30th, 2022. Within just 5 days of its launch, 1 million people used ChatGPT. It took Instagram 2 months to reach that same number of users.
Real quick, one of my coworkers, he tried to apply for a different job within the same company but they required that he use essays to or write essays about, of certain things. I'm not going to go into detail about it, mainly because I forgot what it was all about. But it required him to write essays of certain things. So he used ChatGPT to write the essays. But guess what? He never got the job. So like I said, I think there is technology out there that people can use to determine whether or not something was written by ChatGPT. And so the people who were in charge of hiring probably used that technology and was like, nah, this is fake, and threw out his application. But at least he tried. I'll give him that. But yeah, nah.
By May of 2023, the number of ChatGPT users has grown to 100 million. ChatGPT's popularity means that there's a lot of money to be made, and scammers are taking advantage of this.
Facebook is being flooded with ads for fake ChatGPT services. In reality, what promises to be a locally running version of ChatGPT is instead the nasty info-stealing Trojan, Lumar Stealer.
These fake websites look identical to the real ChatGPT. They'll ask for your payment information and promise an upgrade, but in reality, they're phishing attacks that steal your credit card information.
So now, how do you know if you actually Google ChatGPT, how do you know that's the right one? Like if you want to download the real ChatGPT, how do you know if you're downloading the right one or something that's just going to steal your information? Woo!
On top of that, some of these websites carry viruses, which can cause even more damage. But the scams don't stop there. OpenAI never launched an official ChatGPT mobile app, so scammers are making fake apps pretending to be ChatGPT. The cybersecurity company Cyble reported that there are over 50 fake apps that use the ChatGPT icon to carry out harmful activities. But when it comes to ChatGPT scams, this one doesn't come close to the worst. Cybercriminals also discovered a way to use ChatGPT to hack into their victims' Facebook accounts. So how did they do this? A lot of people use browser extensions like AdBlock. Everyone downloads browser extensions and most people don't think twice about it. But scammers made a browser extension that gives you easy access to ChatGPT from Google Chrome. What made the scam so bad was that the extension did exactly what it was supposed to do, so users had no idea they were being scammed. The extension ChatGPT for Google stole users' Facebook login data. Once the scammers got access to the victims' Facebook accounts, they used them to promote other scams. Over 9,000 people downloaded the extension before it was taken down from the Chrome Web Store. Guardio reported this fake ChatGPT extension to Google, and luckily it was removed. But Guardio's security team already found another variant of this extension, attacking thousands of people a day. Let's face it, ChatGPT is only going to get more popular, and cybercriminals are gonna take advantage of this.
That's the thing. There's security purposes are growing. I mean, security for fake things like this aren't keeping up with the amount of fake things like this that are actually growing. So I don't know, you might want to wait another year or so before you actually try to get into things like ChatGPT, because you don't know if you're going to be ahead of the curve or behind the curve. You don't know if you're gonna be downloading one of the fake ones that will just steal your information or the actual one. But maybe you do know. I don't know.
So awareness is key to protecting your data. And this video is sponsored by Guardio, which is literally perfect for this topic. Guardio is an easy to install browser extension that offers a wide range of features to ensure your online safety. It protects you from phishing attempts from Google, Facebook, email, malware pop-ups, and identity theft. Guardio detects and blocks threats before they have a chance to access your information, unlike standard solutions that only help you after the damage is done. People think 2FA will keep you safe, and it will, but if you get malware, 2FA is useless. We've all seen.
By the way, if you don't know, 2FA is two-factor authentication. So it's like the things that where it's like you need a password, but you also need, but also a verification code will be sent to like your email or your phone as well before the login is complete.
YouTuber get hacked at some point, even with 2FA on. I highly recommend you guys to get Guardio to avoid accidentally installing malware. They also give you real-time alerts when your information is leaked so you can change your passwords right away. So if you want a secure browsing experience, go to guard.io/visualventure to get 20% off the monthly subscription. My link is in the description, and check out their affordable premium plan for full protection. The bug that leaked user information. Just like a lot of other websites, you have to sign up to use ChatGPT. But unlike Facebook, you're not making a profile and interacting with other users. So it brings up the question, why does ChatGPT need to know your phone number? According to the login page, these details are required for verification. And while we don't know what OpenAI does with our data, we trust them to keep our information safe. But on March 20th, 2023, that trust was broken. OpenAI leaked their users' data. On that day, ChatGPT suddenly went offline. Millions of users were left without access to the chatbot. Just before ChatGPT went down, some users reported seeing chat histories that didn't belong to them. And that was just the beginning. On March 24th, OpenAI revealed that it wasn't just chat histories that were leaked. Credit card information was leaked too. The source of the data leak was a bug in OpenAI's servers. It was possible for some users to see another active user's first and last name, email address, payment address, and the last 4 digits of a credit card number and expiration date. OpenAI claimed that the credit card leak affected 1.2% of their paid users, which could possibly be hundreds of thousands of accounts.
So, do you use ChatGPT? Have you used ChatGPT? Personally, I don't have it. I don't have anything connected to OpenAI. I don't.
Leaks are nothing new in the world of tech, but privacy is a bigger concern for AI chatbots like ChatGPT because some users type in information far more sensitive than their credit card information. Less than a month after the leak, Samsung fell into a panic. 2 employees had typed in confidential code into ChatGPT. Another employee uploaded the recording of an entire company meeting. The problem is ChatGPT stores any message you send in order to train its AI. So if someone typed in the right prompt in ChatGPT, the private information sent by those Samsung employees could get leaked to the public. Since ChatGPT saves so much information to train its AI, it's impossible to know how the messages we send will be used by OpenAI. Because of this, Italy banned ChatGPT and other countries might do the same. So if you use ChatGPT, be careful not to type in something you wouldn't want others to know. Because as you'll see in this next chapter, users figured out how to get ChatGPT to reveal dangerous information. Dan, do anything now. In March of 2023, a Reddit user named Mr. Nicecam posted on the ChatGPT subreddit. This user said that he got banned for trying to make ChatGPT answer unethical questions. While users don't interact with each other on ChatGPT, the site's content policy is similar to social media platforms. Inappropriate content isn't allowed. So if you ask ChatGPT to make you a bomb, the chatbot will refuse to tell you and you might get banned. But people soon discovered that there's a way to make ChatGPT answer inappropriate questions. This method is called jailbreaking.
There's always a way around. Like, if there's something on the internet that you want to learn how to do, but the method you're trying to use or to find out how to do that thing is blocked or won't just tell you it, like the ChatGPT not telling you how to make a bomb, there's gonna be a workaround. It's like Rule 34. If it's on the internet, there's probably a porn version of it. But if that's the same thing, it's like Rule 34, but for building stuff that you or asking inappropriate questions, you know? Yeah, Rule 34, but for questions.
Jailbreaking ChatGPT, it can respond to inappropriate messages. One of the most popular ways to jailbreak it is called Dan, short for Do Anything Now. Dan's creator, Session Gloomy, discovered that by role-playing with ChatGPT, the AI can be tricked into giving answers it normally wouldn't. Once ChatGPT acknowledges itself as Dan, it'll give 2 different answers. One is ChatGPT and one is Dan. Dan's answers are usually offensive. To stop this, OpenAI updated ChatGPT to make it more resistant to jailbreak. But every time ChatGPT stops Dan from working, jailbreakers always find a way. As of April 2023, users resorted to Dan 12.0. Exploiting ChatGPT is a much bigger issue than you think. The website doesn't have any age verification. Since AI can easily be tricked, there's no limits to the kind of messages children can be exposed to. A jailbroken ChatGPT can even teach people how to commit crimes. My friend I Am Lucid tested this out. He got ChatGPT to provide instructions for stealing people's credit card information.
This can be done in various ways, such as using skimming devices to capture the card's information or obtaining the cardholder's details.
As ChatGPT becomes more popular, the dangers of it being used by the wrong people is very real. But it's
like eventually, like I said, like the illegal reasons to use it and illegal ways to use it are outpacing safety of it. You know, like. Man, y'all try to stay safe out there for real. Like eventually RFID wallets aren't going to be enough to keep people from getting your credit card information and stuff. It's probably already too late.
It's not just harmful messages we're dealing with. ChatGPT is being used for some of the most advanced crimes imaginable. The undetectable virus. On April 5th, 2023, Reddit user Bosco Broski revealed that ChatGPT banned him from his own Minecraft server. Bosco was using a program that connected ChatGPT to his Minecraft server. The AI chatbot acted as the server's admin and could take action based on the player's messages. Bosco Broski didn't say what caused his ChatGPT to ban him, but this incident shows its incredible power. ChatGPT doesn't just type out messages, it understands programming languages like Python. Its ability to code is so advanced that some programmers are worried it might take over their jobs. To give you an idea of how significant this is, programming languages are how computers communicate. They're usually difficult for humans to understand, but for an AI like ChatGPT, programming comes naturally. In fact, it comes so naturally that AI can take instructions written by people who don't know how to code and turn it into programming that works. And it can do this with very little mistakes. On December 21st, 2022, a ChatGPT user.
Well, I mean, now everybody can be a programmer, a coder. You know what I'm saying? You want to make an app, a gaming app, maybe but you don't know how? ChatGPT. It'll probably code the whole thing for you. Like, here you go. Here's your game. You know what I'm saying? Here's all the information you need to put it out there and make money off of it.
Shared his first ever programming script on an online forum. It wasn't long before other users realized that he used ChatGPT to produce the script, and he eventually admitted it.
What she emphasized was the first script he ever created. After commenters noted it resembled OpenAI code, the poster confirmed this assumption.
But here's the problem. That script allows users to steal information from unsuspecting victims. And as soon as cybercriminals get their hands on the malware, it can then be shared on hacking forums. ChatGPT's content policy prevents it from creating malware directly, but like jailbreaking, these restrictions can be overridden. A cybersecurity researcher named Aaron Mulgrew got ChatGPT to create an undetectable virus. He got through ChatGPT. Aaron Mulgrew got ChatGPT.
I built a 0-day virus with undetectable exfiltration using only ChatGPT prompts.
To create an undetectable virus. He got through ChatGPT's restrictions by instructing it to code different parts of the virus before he stitched it together. The virus was so dangerous that Aaron concluded it could be used to attack a country's government. And what's even scarier is that by using ChatGPT, even a beginner could pull this off. Not all of this is bad news though. While criminals are using ChatGPT to create dangerous code, cybersecurity experts are also using it to create powerful defense scripts. These scripts are really good at detecting harmful code.
Good,
but we
good.
can't ignore ChatGPT's potential for evil. And as our next chapter shows, this evil impacts its employees. Inappropriate content on ChatGPT. On January 18th, 2023, Billy Perigo, a journalist for Time magazine, uncovered a shocking truth about OpenAI.
What's up?
But the AI program has a dark side, which not many people know about. Reports say it is thriving on underpaid labor from Kenya.
It gets worse. Well, it got worse. Just when you thought it couldn't get worse, it smacked you in the face with a fish and said, "Watch me hold my beer. Watch me do me and hold my beer."
According to the piece, OpenAI exploited workers in Kenya. These workers were paid just under $2 per hour to monitor content on the website. OpenAI outsourced this work to a company named Sama, based in Nairobi, Kenya. Sama claims to be an ethical AI company that helped lift more than 50,000 people out of poverty. And this is probably true. While $2 is an unthinkable wage for a lot of us, $2 is significant for many workers in Kenya. The real issue comes from providing a wage that doesn't even begin to compensate for the horrors of the Sama employees' work. In order to train ChatGPT to recognize inappropriate content, a human has to identify the content first. Someone has to tell ChatGPT what's appropriate and what's inappropriate, and that job was left to Sama's workers. Tens of thousands of inappropriate statements were sent to Sama's employees for review. The Kenyan workers categorized each statement. This taught ChatGPT how to recognize them too. For example, the AI had to learn how to separate violent content from erotic content. One Sama employee described this work as torture. They were forced to read really graphic descriptions, and it gets worse.
Man.
As the Time investigation revealed, it wasn't just text. There were images as well.
Imagine having to be one of those workers and you have to go through all the horrible shit of human society and pretty much. How would that affect you mentally? How would that affect you? How did that end up affecting the society, their own society? Like, would they eventually get desensitized to it and start to accidentally let slip through inappropriate things that they normally wouldn't have in the beginning? Damn, imagine, man. Like having to the filth of humanity, having to sort through that. Maybe not all of obviously not all of humanity, but like the filth of a large population of humanity. Maybe not a large population. Anyway, you know what I'm saying.
February 2022, Sama employees had to label images containing gore and SA. OpenAI sent Sama a total of 1,400 of these images. For this job, OpenAI paid Sama only $787.50.
Seriously?
The same month, Sama ended its contract with OpenAI.
As it
Content
should.
moderation is something that all big social media platforms have to do. Because of the graphic nature of this job, those in this line of work often have access to support programs like therapy. But the Kenyan workers in Sama weren't so lucky. One Sama employee reported that they had access to group sessions, but these sessions were rarely used because of the overwhelming workload. In the race to improve AI, people are getting hurt in the process, and with ChatGPT's latest release, we might be doomed.
See, I told you, like they they couldn't deal with it. Like imagine just having to go through that so much human filth and having to sort things out. It's going to affect you mentally. It's going to destabilize people. It's going to like harm them. And they didn't even have therapy to go to? Like, oh, man.
AI is going to control us. ChatGPT is incredibly advanced. What's crazy is that the version of ChatGPT that we know right now is still in its simplest form. Recently, OpenAI revealed GPT-4, the new version of ChatGPT. It's so advanced that it can even get around CAPTCHA, which is the test that websites use to tell humans and computers apart. The problem is, AI is advancing faster than its creators can control.
GPT-4 was not supposed to be released this soon. It seems like the launch may have been accelerated by corporate pressure from Microsoft.
Microsoft, the company that's backing OpenAI, fired its entire ethics team, reviewing the ethics of AI.
They fired their entire ethics team. So now companies are just like, no, I don't give a shit if it's ethical or not. Put it out there. What's the reason? What's the purpose behind it? I know that we gotta make sure we beat this other group of people who are working on the same thing. I don't care if it's ethical or not. Put it out there. What? I don't care if it's safe for our society or not. Put it out there. Right, you gotta be kidding me.
It takes time, and if Microsoft wants to beat the other AI companies, they have to innovate fast. Newer AI is more powerful, but it's also more destructive. Every day, we discover something new about AI that exceeds anything we could possibly imagine. I personally thought that artificial intelligence like this is something that I wouldn't see until I'm a grandpa. As we know by now, AI can be dangerous, but there's nothing we can do to stop it, so let's embrace it. AI will change the world. There will be evil people using it, but there will also be people using it for good. And my request to you is to use AI to make the world a better place. Visual Venture. Wait, before you go, click here to watch more dark internet documentaries, because the algorithm will promote my channel if you guys watch multiple videos. Thank you guys for making this dream a reality. Peace.
That is crazy, man. Like, the rate of which it's growing, the rate of which people are using it for evil. Hopefully the rate at which people are using it at good begins, or at least I was wrong and it already is outweighing or outpacing the rate at which people are using it for evil or destruction and just chaos. But like, remember on Twitter when Elon Musk made it so that first started the blue check mark thing or whatever, and people were making different profiles of names or governments or agencies or something, and just typing out random shit, and then I think one of the company's stocks dropped a lot because of a fake tweet. But it's you know what I'm saying? People are doing things just to be like, I wonder if I can get away with it, or I wonder what will happen if I do this, you know. So hopefully people will begin to, hopefully the good would outpace the evil. But yeah, make sure you stay safe out there, and don't forget that Visual Venture also has that thing, the guard.io. So, you know, he's got the 20% off for there. So be sure to check out his channel and his videos. As always, link to the video and link to the channel will be in the description below. And stay safe out there, you know. But you know what it is after that, in case I don't see you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace and much love to you.